Okay, real quick, think of someone in your life that you really don't like. Someone who totally sucks. Now, think about why you don't like them. Why do they suck? What about them makes them suck so much? I'm gonna guess that they lack at least one, but probably both of these traits: competence and congeniality. Now, if you're like me and know the word congeniality from the hit 2000 Sandra Bullock movie, but don't actually know what it means, I got you. It's the quality of being pleasant and agreeable. Someone who's known for their congeniality is known for being friendly, nice, and easy to get along with. And yes, I know, this basically means to be likable. And it's easy to not like someone who isn't likable. But I think it's the combination of these two traits together that really makes the difference. Lacking both is what truly makes someone unlikable. But having both together, to the point where they're obvious character traits, is what makes someone truly admirable. Behold, the quadrant I made to illustrate my point. Let's think of someone who might be here. High competence, but low congeniality. Let's call this person the asshole celebrity. You probably know a few people like this. They're good at what they do, but they're also kind of rude and impatient. They get done what needs to be done, but they can also be a total dick. You don't particularly like this person, but at the same time, you can somewhat respect them for their abilities. You know and trust that they'll be able to get the job done correctly, even if they're a complete jerk. Now, think of someone who might be here. Low competence, but high congeniality. Let's call them the lovable idiot. You also probably know a few people like this. They're a nice person, but they have no idea what they're doing. They're likable, but they can't hold their own. Maybe they even know that they're incompetent and often apologize for it. And while you appreciate that, they still slow you down or hold you back. You often have to go out of your way to make up for their incompetence. So while you like them as a person, you may not fully respect them or believe in them. You wouldn't put all your trust in them. You wouldn't want to be led by them. But the absolute worst is this type of person: low competence and low congeniality. Let's just call them what they are: the absolute worst. This type of person is usually uptight, overreactive, and rude. And it's made so much worse by the fact that they're also incompetent. It's almost like they have absolutely no justification for acting that way, but they still do. And I think that specifically is what makes them so unlikable. They're awful, and they haven't earned the right to be. They don't have the skills to back up being an asshole. You have no idea how they got to where they were, especially if they're in a position of power. You would love to see them humbled. You would love to see them fail. In your mind, they deserve to fail. As you can probably tell, this is the type of person that I really dislike the most. I can like lovable idiots, and I can respect asshole celebrities. And in certain situations, sometimes it's almost better to lean towards one of those sides. Think of all the movies where the main character finds themselves in a tough new environment and has to prove themselves to a group that's hard to win over. A group full of asshole celebrities. They don't win the respect of everyone by being congenial. They win it by being competent, by proving they can go toe-to-toe with everyone else, by showing they can handle themselves. And once they do that, usually those who had been previously hostile or unfriendly suddenly become accepting and approving. And I think this happens a lot more than we realize. The truth is, some people just won't be easy to get along with until you've earned their respect. In these cases, competence unlocks congeniality. Some people will always look at you initially as a lovable idiot, and they won't respect you until you show competence, until you become this type of person. High competence and high congeniality. The ideal combination. The two absolute best qualities that I think you can have. Let's call this person the humble champion. You've probably admired this type of person much more than you realize. Think of all the stories you hear about celebrities who are not assholes, but rather who are consistently kind and down to earth. Someone who's made it in life, but who has not let success change who they are. People with status, obtained through their competence, who you'd assume might not be the most congenial, and yet they are. And it's not just those with status. Whenever I've met someone who clearly knows what they're doing and also has a pleasant attitude to go along with it, I've always been impressed with them, regardless of the situation or life circumstance I've met them in. Yeah, in my mind, these are the two key traits. Lacking both is a very good indicator that someone totally sucks. And on the flip side, having both, to the degree where it's immediately obvious, is a very good indicator that someone is totally awesome. People who are highly competent and highly congenial are consistently some of the most impressive people I've ever met. So if you haven't already, consider what you can do to make these some of your own major character traits. You probably already have and demonstrate both. Aim to become someone who others can immediately see these traits in. Someone you wouldn't not be able to associate these traits with. Someone who truly embodies this ideal combination of the best character traits you can have. And regardless of where you are in life, I am certain that this will take you wherever you need to go. Anyway, that's it for today. If this resonated with you or you found this insightful, your thumbs up is appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on personal development and self-improvement. And let me know in the comments if you have a better combination of character traits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.